Unique is an interesting character, man, and I like to describe him as a kingpin with a great defense but a poor offense. And what do I mean by that? Well, for example, he knows when someone's trying to manipulate him, and he doesn't trust people. He even said to Pee-wee, who's one of the guys that works for him, that he never told Detective Howard anything because he doesn't trust people, and he doesn't trust Howard or anyone for that matter. And one example of him sussing people out and being aware of the fact that someone's trying to manipulate him is when Scrappy came into his organization as a result of Rock's orders with the intention of disrupting his organization from the inside, but it was under the guise of simply wanting to switch crews due to being mistreated by Rock. And Unique saw right through that. Unique saw right through that, and he just knew that Scrap was just Rock's snitch, Rock's mole. And that shows pretty good defense from Neek's end. And so he set up a plan for Worrell and Scrap to kill Lou, but he knew at the back, he knew that Scrap wouldn't do it, that Scrap wouldn't kill Lou. And so the real plan was to beat up Scrap for being an insider, and that's what they did. And Neek displayed pretty good defense there. He was able to prevent his organization from being destabilized. Another thing he does well, which is quite smart, is the whole bulletproof car thing, which is a good thing to have when you're in this lifestyle. Neek's car is bulletproof, and that came in pretty handy in episode 9, I think it was, episode 9 of season 1, when Marvin tried to shoot Neek when Neek was with his son. If he didn't have a bulletproof car, he could have died, he could have got injured, his son could have died, etc. So, I mean, again, another example of good defense. And he even knew that, another thing as well, he even knew that Rock was setting him up with the whole Detective Howard thing and the whole jacket thing. But unfortunately for him, he found out when it was a bit too late. He found out, and then feds come. I mean, he found out just before he was able to leave town. Now, let me touch on his poor offense. Let me touch on Neek's poor offense now, because I've spoken about how he's got good defense, but now let's move on to his offense. When Rock and Neek's crew were at war, what was Rock doing? She was strategizing. She was coming up with this sophisticated plan to put Neek in prison. Whereas Neek, he gave his crew a motivational pep talk, which is all good in that, but you got to follow it up with some kind of strategy on how to take down Rock and her crew in that. But he didn't have that, i.e. poor offense. That's an example of poor offense from Neek. So I say all that to say this: if Neek is going to have a good season once he gets out of prison, because in one of the exclusive clips, it shows that Neek's going to get out, and Rock spoke about this as well in another exclusive clip. So yeah, Neek's probably going to be getting out of prison. So, and once he does, he needs to strategize and be a bit more tactical and think things through a bit more, especially regarding offense and regarding how he takes down Rock. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on Neek's character. He's got strengths and weaknesses, and yeah, just like everybody else. But yeah, that's it for this video. So until next time.